What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Joe Alt, tackle from Notre Dame. He's being listed as 6'8", 315 pounds, so obviously the length is great. Climbs pretty well. Doesn't settle for bad hand position, which is great. He is always fighting to get his hands inside, but he does sometimes miss with his hands. That is one thing I have noticed. But like I said, he won't just settle for bad hand position, and I have seen him like grab some elbows if he can't get a hold of your chest. That's a trait I love in an offensive lineman. I talked about that a few times last year. Like if you can't get your hands inside, put your hands on the inside of those elbows. Just do that until you can get your hands inside. It'll do you until you can get your hands in the right spot. Not a super great punch, I wouldn't say. He's a solid athlete, though, and I think for being 6'8", his feet are actually pretty decent, which surprised me. I think he does have a tendency to catch people rather than punching, which is unfortunate with that length. If you're 6'8", you should be hitting first, for sure. So that is something I do want to see him improve on. I have seen his ability to give up ground slowly if he's being bull rushed by someone that's stronger than him. He's good at popping his feet. He's got a pretty decent anchor. Definitely keep him at tackle. Definitely don't want him at guard. Keep him at tackle for sure. And despite him being 6'8", his knee bend's actually pretty decent, so he actually gets lower than you would expect. He also has a tendency to lean and reach, which I know is kind of weird because I also mentioned that he catches people and doesn't punch. Well, that's sometimes. He's kind of all over the place with his technique. Like I said, he does miss with his hands, and he does have a tendency to catch people. But then also sometimes he'll overcompensate instead of catching people, and he'll like lean forward and try to reach too far. And that's not what you want either, because as a defensive lineman, if you're leaning and reaching, if I can grab a hold of your wrists and pull down, if I can pull some cloth, if I can hit you with a swim move, if you're 6'8", 315 pounds, and you're already leaning forward, all that forward momentum, if I hit you with a clean swim move or a cloth pull, you're going to fall on your face. You're already halfway there. So that is one thing I do want to see him work on. Recovers pretty decently, though. I do think he is more of a high ceiling player. I think he is definitely a first-round talent for sure. But I do think he definitely has some development to go. But he has all the physical traits you could want. But, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.